So this is automated technical charting and AI analysis with Gemini Vision. So let's get right into it. So first we need to give the symbol here. This can be any Yahoo Finance symbol. We are pulling data from Yahoo Finance, so it can be for stock, future, commodities. Then these are the daily price data range, and this is the price range that we want for the weekly chart. So here I am taking Nifty 50, 180 day, around 6 months of daily data, and around 3 years of weekly data. This is a Gemini model name, which we can change if you would like. And this is Gemini API key, which you can get from AI Studio in less than a minute for free. It is not advisable to expose it like this. I'm just keeping here for demo purposes. So here in xlwings Lite, I will say create technicals. I will run it now. Now there is only one sheet, so it will now create the sheets with the necessary charts and tables. So here we go. This is the daily prices, open, low, high, close, volume, along with the technical indicators which I am computing here in the code. Then similarly price, these are the weekly prices. The weekly prices are computed in here in xlwings Lite using the daily data, using a Monday to Friday time frame, and then we calculate the open, high, low, close, and the volumes are summed up. This is the weekly chart. It comes in the full magnification. So the first plot is of price and volume along with the EMA 12 and 26 and with Bollinger Bands, and then below that we have MACD and the RSI ROC. Same format for the daily charts. Both of them are with the same format. The chart come with full magnification, otherwise the plots look like this. So now I will say get technical analysis from Gemini. So this takes around 30 seconds and a bunch of things happen here. The charts along with the last 20 data series is sent over to Gemini. So here we get the response from Gemini. What we get is a PDF URL and a HTML URL. So here we go. So this is the integrated technical analysis. An important disclaimer, this report is for xlwings Lite demo purposes. This is a technical demonstration and this is not investment research, investment analysis or any financial advice. These are pre-formatted and the custom format we have placement is already pre-decided with the charts and the table. Then we have the report which has got sections which we have asked Gemini to share the analysis as per the sections and with specific formatting. So we have the price action and trend analysis, support resistance level, then the technical indicator analysis of various indicators which we have shared, and pattern recognition, and the volume pieces, and then there is a technical outlook here. Along with that we also receive a HTML URL. So what is this? I'll open link. So the same thing is also now rendered or delivered as a internet or a website link. So there are times when we might want to send PDFs, and there are times when we might want to just share a URL link where the report is rendered. So getting an API key is very easy. You just head over to aistudio.google.com, say get API key, say create API key. You choose the default project which is there and create API key, and that's it. Now let's look at the architecture of it. So here we are in Excel and xlwings Lite. So first is create technicals. So create technicals, what happens is we get the technical from Yahoo Finance via a web layer, and so from there we get the daily price data for both the time ranges, daily and weekly. For weekly also we get the daily price data only, and in xlwings we run Python code to convert that into a weekly one. This particular piece I have covered in my previous session and in my previous video part 4, and I have also shared the details on the Rex website. The links are there in the post and comments. So get technical analysis, when we click on it, what happens? There are a couple of things which happens there. The first step is we send the charts. So those charts I combine them into, I reduce the size and combine them, place them side by side, and I send them to a custom built the markdown to PDF server. It's a Python code running, and what it does is it saves the image into a directory made specifically for that, and then creates an image URL. So that image URL is sent back because we need that in the PDF markdown format. So then that image URL comes back to xlwings Lite. Once we receive it, then we send it to Gemini. So to Gemini I send the original full size chart along with 20 lines of data, and asking it to share the analysis in a specific markdown format. And when we go into the code, we look at some of the prompts that we are using, saying that I want the analysis in this specific format as per this specific section, and the prompt and the payload that goes to Gemini, it has got this embedded URL already there along with some HTML daily and the weekly, those small tables with a that Gemini is not supposed to touch that is going to remain as part of the format and just come back as is. So it goes to Gemini, and what does Gemini send us back? It sends us back the analysis in the format that we have requested, and there it is in a markdown format with some HTML tables embedded in the image URL in that specific page. So we get this back into xlwings Lite. From there we take that and make another API call. So these are all API calls, just a network of API calls passing through. So here we send the full payload that we have received from Gemini, and this server first it converts a markdown to an HTML using a markdown library and a couple of extensions for various formatting stuff, and then it converts that into a PDF using some custom formatting for tables and all. And a PDF is created and saved in a directory and a PDF URL is created. At the same time, it also creates a web page, HTML web page, which is saved and a URL is created. And this is the response which is now sent back to xlwings Lite, and that is the one that gets displayed here. Now let's look at some of the code patches very quickly. I use Cursor for code generation, but you can use any LLM or AI. In fact, the fast API servers for Yahoo Finance as well as some of the database connections I use, it was created more than a year back with the free version of ChatGPT. That time it was ChatGPT 3.5. They work exceedingly well. So this is the create technical function that you see there in xlwings Lite. So essentially what this is doing, we're picking up the last date, the start date, end dates, and essentially this is the URL of my fast API server, and we make a I make a simple request. It's an API request to that URL. Then this is to get the weekly data. It is the same thing. We get the daily data back, and then we process the weekly data to take the days from Monday to Friday. 1 week is we take it from every Monday to Friday as the week, and then we find the various open, high, low, close for that week, and the technical indicators are also computed. So here I am uploading the combined chart. I have combined both of them. I am uploading it to this markdown to PDF server to a separate endpoint created just for this to upload image, and then I get back the URL just as I described in the architecture. So this is a function, format data for analysis. This is an internal function where I pull out last 20 rows of data and create the data which is to be sent out to Gemini for analysis. And for that, small tables that you see there, they are formatted in a particular manner. So the data is now prepared. Here some of the formatting pieces, daily rows, the tables, they are prepared, they are arranged, they are appended into one payload for Gemini. Then we take both the charts and we convert it to base 64. We need to send it in a base 64 format for Gemini. Now here we are saying creating a prompt. So here we are creating a prompt for Gemini. So we are appending the various parts. These are parts which are being appended in a particular sequence. We are saying that you are a professional technical analyst. Analyze the provided daily and weekly technical analysis charts and so on and so forth. Your primary task is so and so. And then different things are appended in a particular format. The data is appended and other stuff is added on. And then we are saying that this is the way the price, you have to share back the report in this format exactly with this markdown settings. This heading first will be price action and trend analysis with a header 3. This is header 3. Then you say daily and then you put a bold here. And then here you provide, this is instructions. Here you provide detailed analysis of the daily price chart. So here we are saying what are the sections we want to receive, what format we want to receive, and what you have to cover there. So these are things which need to be iterated upon. This was created fairly quickly. And then we tell Gemini that below you will find the last 20 rows of data also. And then there are the important instructions here. Follow the exact markdown structure and so on and so forth. And this is where we prepare the payload and make the API call. So this is how it goes. The inline data, the two charts are sent out in this format. This is as per the Google Gemini documentation which I had shown you in the previous video. Exactly from there, two charts are added. The prompt is added. Temperature I had kept at 0.7 just to allow for a little creativity. So this is a Gemini API URL which is constructed here. And now this is here where we make the API call using a standard request.post along with the API URL and then the JSON payload. Then we get the response back here. Some logging is added. And then this is where we make the convert PDF and save the URL. So this is where we make the final third step that I had shown in the architecture. We make a API call to this same endpoint. Again, now we are sending it with the whole payload that we have received back from Gemini, which will be in the markdown format. And then we get the response back. So here we are getting the handle PDF URL, handle HTML URL. We get the PDF URL and the HTML URL back. I am requesting that only two things have to be sent back in a JSON format, and they are picked up and shown in the Excel sheet. Now what's happening in the backend? Backend is a fast API server. I am using basically report lab for the PDF to HTML to PDF conversion, but the first step is to convert from markdown to HTML and then HTML to PDF. That is done with markdown, first step. So here there are some custom styles which are created for headings and tables and so on to be used in the report lab. Report lab allows a lot of customization of various things. So this def convert to HTML to PDF, this is where the HTML has been created, which has in the previous step is converted to a PDF. So this app post text input, this is the API endpoint. This is the API endpoint where we receive the input from the front end or from the xlwings Lite. And in this section, now we are creating the HTML page. You can see the HTML tag here, head tag here. So HTML page is created here, with all the custom styling that you see, so that look and feel is same between the PDF and the HTML. So we walked through the architecture and then the code also, create technicals and then the get technicals analysis from Gemini, which is a multi-step process with API, back-to-back API call being made and data and image packages being passed around till we get the final PDF and HTML URL.